another video. Well, this one, I'm sure you guys remember me from America Today, which is me. I'm the same person. Yes. And now we're going to get to know me, Kenzie, on my views. So today, I'm going to get down to a little bit of things I learned in the past couple months since the last video I showed you guys. Today we are going to be covering Trump's impeachment trial. I've been watching it for the past couple of days, and it's horrible and it's good at the same time. So I'm pretty sure you guys remember me from the last time when we were talking about going out and voting. Well, now that the voting is over, we're going to be talking about the effects, or the aftermath, as I like to call it. It's like the aftermath of a bloodbath war about who's the most popular, and now we're stuck seeing who's the most popular and who's the least popular afterwards, I guess. So, Joe Biden has won, obviously, as you guys can see, because that's in the face of your country. And Trump is now in Mar-a-Lago, suffering and reaping the consequences of his defeat. And his son is out making books and making comments, of course. But I would like to get to the root of the problem, which is this trial. So, personally, we would have this problem solved really early, months ago, when we had people like Mitch McConnell in power, which it kind of is enabled this type of behavior. And when things get tough and he has to make these types of decisions, he shouldn't be that surprised, because this is what happens when you're enabling behavior and when it comes back to bite you in the tush. So this is what's happening. It's biting him back in the tush. Of course, they're not looking at him right now. They're looking at Trump's lawyers. Of course, because while all this is going on, he's just sitting back and watching, which I think is not right, but that's just me. But today I want to talk to you about a couple of people. I've been researching Ted Cruz, a Republican senator from Texas. And I must say, I don't know if it bothers me or something, but how did this man get elected into the Senate? Because that is crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. I don't understand. I've watched him for all about 5 minutes, and all I can say is that he's a very lazy, non-responsible person. Well, I can't talk that much, but I've researched him for the past couple of days, and that's what I found out so far. Pretty much everyone that comes in contact with Ted, they want to punch him in the face. Honestly, I would feel the same, especially, I think it was Senator Bennett. I think it was him. I think it was him. Yeah, Senator Bennett. Anybody who pretty much comes into contact with Ted wants to punch him in the face within the first 2 minutes of talking to him. This is the most laziest, non-motivated senator I have ever heard of. And normally when people come to the Senate, they actually do things, and their screams lazy. His face screams. If you're so unbothered, why are you in there? You're in there to do it. You're in there to represent people. You're in there to represent the people. For the people, by the people. Get it? No. You don't get it because you don't do it. But, obviously, we're not going to say that. But that's kind of crazy to me, because why are you in there? And then he had the audacity. This man has been here for almost 3 or 4 years now, and he has the audacity to comment on Trump's behavior. And I watch a lot of Kumo. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I watch a lot of Kumo. I watch Kumo Primetime a lot. I watch Don Lemon a lot. So I remember this one episode. He went on there with Kumo, and he had the audacity to come after Kumo because, he just wanted to know. To be honest, we all want to know. If someone called your wife ugly, are you really going to sit back and do nothing? You're probably laughing. He's probably laughing in the background saying, yeah, I know, in his head. He probably said that, yeah, I know, in his head, but he didn't say that out loud. Of course he didn't do anything, honestly. what do you expect from an unmotivated senator or unmotivated person in general? If I was his wife, I would divorce him right after that comment, but you know, we're two different types of people, obviously, you know. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But honestly, every time I see him, he gets on my nerves. Like when I was watching the trial, and every time I see him, I wanted to throw up, honestly. Because that's like, he shouldn't even be allowed in there, like on their grounds. I feel like you're like putting people like him in there. I understand like you want to get people motivated and you want to like motivate other people to go after their dreams and do what they have to do. But there's a lot of people who actually want to be there, and then you have like a lot of people in there that don't want to be there but are there because it means something or something. I don't know how to say it, but like to them that's what it means. I don't know what that means to them and their brains. I don't know if it registers in their brains, but hey, who am I to say? Like, you know. And another person I want to talk about is Major. I don't want to call her Major because that probably makes it sound like she's in the military or something, but like, you never know, she probably was. So I learned like there's two different sides of her story. So I'm kind of confused about this one because, see, I'm already talking about her and I'm already patting my head like, that's how irritated I get when I talk about this. Anywho, so Major Green Taylor. She's very controversial, actually. I remember when she said that the shootings that happened at the schools weren't real, but then she would turn around and she would go to the people of the victim would come up to her and they would ask her, like, did she really think that they were real? And then she would turn around and say, no. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she says no, just get them on her side or something, or on her side and show that, I don't know, sympathetic side that she apparently has. But I don't really know if I don't think you really should be doing stuff like that. Like, if you don't believe in shootings, just say you don't believe in the shootings. Honestly, I feel like saying stuff like that in public is really going to damage you really, really bad. At the end of the day, I don't think these people realize that a lot of people are watching you because you're in a very important position. They put you in that position so you can help them with things that they want, with things that they need to help their lives become easier. Some of these people in these positions are in these positions because that's the ruthless side, the ruthlessness side that represents America. Apparently, we're all ruthless in our own way. It doesn't show that often, but we all have it. I feel like everybody has something. I have something, you have something, your friend has something, your mom has something, your dad has something, your sister has something, your brother has something. We all can be a bit ruthless. I refuse to believe that somebody on this earth is a walking angel. Like, a walking angel is someone who has never, like, ever. Nobody's a walking angel, okay? Nobody. And I also heard about this AOC thing. I heard about AOC. Honestly, you go, girl. But you need to tone it down a bit because you're doing a little bit too much. Just a bit too much. Like, I understand your life was threatened, but I feel like there's still a line that you're crossing when it comes over to it can come off as a bit too much to most people. That's what I think. And there's also been talk about, this isn't the Republican Party anymore, which is they are right. This is not the Republican Party. This is the cute Trumplican Party. Quote, Don Lemon. This is what Don Lemon said himself. You may go and you can search it up yourself. But anywho, it is not the Republican Party. It is the cute Trumplican Party. So basically, I feel like Republicans work, so, no, scratch that. I just said. This is America, right? So in America, you have the two parties. Well, you have the two parties, and then you have like the middle groups that are like in between, that are this side and that side put together in that one person. So you have the Democrats. I feel like the Democrats, they're more of the modern party that changes with every century. So that with every new belief or something, I guess you could say belief or religion or something. They support the new. They're looking forward to the modern day. They support that. The Republicans, however, are stuck in the past in what they represent. And I feel like they represent the past of what we used to be. They're not going to age like us. They're going to stay the same. they believe in those things. I feel like you can believe in those things, but you have to respect the other person's beliefs, because you can't disrespect someone else's beliefs and expect them to respect yours. It doesn't work like that, peoples. I feel like that's unfair, and that's not right. But, you know, a lot of people are not the same way like me. A lot of people are stuck in their little Scottish ways of thinking that they're right, and that whatever they say is right, and whatever they say is the law, the rule, the something. Well, I think you should get off your high horse and take a look around, and you should see how everyone else is thinking, and then maybe, just maybe, you can think that way too. But you know how people are, like, you know, they're not gonna come down for nothing. They think they're too good for anybody else. They're not gonna, like, you know, follow, or how should I say this? They're not gonna, like, follow the wave. They're not gonna get on that wave of newness. They're gonna be stuck in the past, because they feel like that way is the way that we should be living. That way is the way that we have to be. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. At all. At all. At all. I don't know. These people, like, they get me so irritated. Oh, what else do I want to talk about? Donald Trump Jr. Oh my gosh. I don't feel like Donald Trump Jr. should be talking. He has no room to talk. I don't know if you guys heard about this yet, but, like, he was making fun of Hunter Biden's new book about the things that he had struggled throughout his life. I understand. Looking at it from an outside view, on someone who, well, on an outside view, and someone who has probably, more than likely, doesn't believe in those things and thinks they're not right. Obviously, he doesn't agree with Hunter's ways, obviously. I mean, you're a Republican. Whatever. But, I don't think he has any room to talk, because he's honestly the same exact way. He's so dirty. Like, so dirty. I find it funny how you want to call out somebody else's problems when you have the exact same problems as him. Your wife left you, and she took all her 5 kids. And because you guys claim that you're going to raise them together, well, that together did not last very long, because last I checked, within the same year, they got divorced. I mean, that's kind of crazy. She looked like $62 million from somewhere. Hey. But, like, his new wife, I don't know if y'all seen her. She's not bad. I hope she's nice. But she doesn't say anything. He's so disrespectful. He's such a Trump. He's such a Trump. It's not funny, but I pray for his younger son, because I don't want Donald and Donald. I'm sorry, but who has a family that has Donald, and Donald? I feel like this Donald train is going to keep going. And I feel like the more they keep adding Donald, I feel like the name Donald in that family is toxic. Maybe that's like the toxicity, something like that, toxicity. But that's how I feel. Donald, and Donald. As long as that name is in that family, the toxic is going to keep running right through it. Donald, and Donald. All Donalds. All Donalds. But anyway, about this impeachment trial. The first day, I didn't watch the whole first day, but when I watched like the first 15 minutes of it, I was turning the TV off, because his lawyers were like, I understand you had like a week to prepare, but when you have a week, you really should start with the strong points, and you really should start putting things together. Like, if it's a week, then you need to be working day and night, literally until the day of the trial, to make sure you at least have some kind of steady case, and you have to keep working on, like, keep building up your case. That case was so horrible, like, and they won, is what I don't get. They won. Wow. Whatever. Anywho, so the first day of the trial was horrible, honestly. The second day was kind of emotional. When I saw Jamie, I forgot his last name, but his name is Jamie. He started crying. I felt really bad for him, because another day before the insurrection, his son did die. And it's probably not something he was expecting, and I know he was kind of going through it. He probably still is going through it. He probably is holding off, probably holding off on more personal stuff to focus on this mess. And what's crazy is that he didn't win this. So, I don't know about you guys, but like I would be kind of mad right now because somebody really could have died. And I don't think they really realized how close they were to actually dying. It probably didn't matter if these people were Republicans, that they think they were probably on our side because these are Trump's party. So Trump, maybe they won't hurt us or something. If they were willing to kill the Republican vice president, what makes you think they're not going to be willing to kill any one of these Republican senators? It doesn't matter if you made a deal with them or not. It's not really going to matter to them. What's going to matter to them is their head is blown off, and then they can get rid of you for good. That's what's going to matter to them. I'm pretty sure. And people backstab people so easily these days. I don't think they really understood that. They probably only did it for money and they were gone. You never know with these people. People are really crazy. Like, this is psycho. Like, this is like level 10 psycho. The psycho class, level 10. You know, when you go, like, if there was like a list of levels of psycho, they would be at level 10 psycho. Of extreme, next to extreme, you put psycho level 10. That's what I would put on the psycho list. But, you know, that's my opinion. What else? What was I gonna say? It's not very uncommon that you would find people who are like that, because I feel like these people have always been in America. They've just been in the shadows. And they really came alive when Obama was president, but like nobody seemed to be in his private business. He could be doing all kinds of shady stuff behind closed doors. He all kinds of people behind closed doors, paying these people off, because there's no way you're to go all the way up there, travel. He probably funded this mess anyway. Think about it. Like, I wouldn't really put it past him either. He probably funded this mess. You have to probably gonna pay these people to drop. You're gonna pay these people to do it, to get them there, to get them out, to cover up their backstory. But I can assure you, he will not get them out of prison for that, because he's president anymore. Doesn't really care with him. As long as his rich friends are out of prison, that's all that matters. Because his rich friends can help him keep him rich if he pays back the favor. This is how the level of dirtiness works in America, people. You pay the rich, and the rich pay you back. There goes the favors. Because these people don't want to have favors on their backs. They don't deal with all this mess stuff that goes on, because that's going to ruin their business. It's going to ruin their name. They're not going to work. People aren't going to work with them anymore. So of course, the rich pay the dirty, and dirty do the dirty for the rich. If that makes sense. That's how I see it. But what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, back to Major Green Taylor. Totally forgot about her. I think that she needs to get out of Congress, because I think somebody's either paying you or you're just doing it on your own. And then when you actually do tell the truth, you stay, but you get kicked off your committee, which I find crazy, because I think they didn't kick her off out of the Senate, not out of the Senate, she's not a senator, I mean, out of the representative, because, well, she's very controversial, so, of course, they're going to do something incontroversial, as some kind of rebuck or something. I don't really know, but whatever they're doing, they didn't get their mess together. It's kind of annoying watching. Every day I wake up and you see, why can't these people just help us? Why can't these people just represent us? Why can't they just do their jobs without people making all these complaints, without something drastic happening for you to wake up and realize, oh my gosh, I need to do my job. Oh my gosh, I really need to do my job. Oh my gosh, somebody's suffering and I can help them if I can do my job. But you don't do your job, and people are suffering, and you have to think, you have the right that you're going to complain. If you're going to complain about not having these things done for these people, not having these jobs done for these people. You're supposed to be in there representing them, helping them, supporting them in ways that they can't support themselves. Yet, you sit in there and you play. Here I go again. This is how I get irritated. Anywho. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's so glad he got off the hook, guys. Like, congratulations. No, I'm kidding. It's really fake. I didn't mean congratulations at all. Whatever, peoples. And there is this country music scandal going on about this man that's the country star said N-word. I don't know his name. I don't listen to him, preferably because, honestly, let's be real, people. These people probably say the N-word all the time behind closed doors. It's just that they rarely get caught on camera doing it. And when they do say the N-word to these people, the person gets famous. No, not the person. Not the person gets famous. Hold on. Let me scratch that. Let me step right from this conversation. So what happens is, the person they say the N-word to, people start looking into him or her, and then their songs start getting played on the radio. And then, the person that said the N-word, they're going to get less publicity. Well, they're going to get publicity for saying it, but less in fans for saying it, because they're not going to get that much support, and people are going to start drawing away their endorsements, their support, and stuff like that. And less people are going to work with them. You know, there are a lot of people that probably say this word, but it's sad that you have to get publicity for someone calling you a name. That's very highly well-intended disrespectful. That's kind of sad. That's not kind of sad. That is sad. It's sad that we have to get through this to get our music played on the radio. It's sad that we have to get this kind of attention for us to be heard. That's sad. But that's why I don't listen to country music that much, because, like, I don't really care for it. It's just, like, we do have, like, real country music, but, like, where are they? Is the question. Where are they? It's very hard. Well, it's not very hard to find them, but it's very hard to get them played and get them, like, really heard. That's what's really hard to do. It's not fair that we have to go through this process every single time. That's not fair. That's not right. And then you have people who don't have to try that much to get their songs played. I'm not going to try to downplay somebody's success, because I know they do work hard, but we work hard too, and then we don't get the same recognition. So, like, probably sitting back and looking like that for, like, who knows, 20 years, it's kind of sad, depressing. I don't think I could ever do music. It's not, people want to work, people just want to get rich overnight. It's not going to be overnight, honey. It's not going to take overnight. It's going to take years and years, probably even your whole life. Some people don't get rich with it, like, the last few months to the day they die. I mean, I've never heard a story like that myself, but I'm pretty sure like something like that has happened before. It had to. I mean, just think about it. What if you actually get, like, if you had one day to live on this earth, and you had $1 million, how would you spend it? Would you spend it soaking at home in the bed with a bunch of candy and snacks and food, watching movies and just crying your eyes out? Or will you go out into the world, and will you go and spend it on something? Do something. You have one day. You have one day to live. How are you going to spend it? I mean, they say spend every day like it's your last, but I don't think you should really, like, follow into that. I feel like you should look forward to tomorrow. Even though you might not have it tomorrow, just look forward to something. It's better to go through life with, like, some kind of don't have expectations, obviously, but, like, it's better to go through life with some kind of, not agenda. I would say, like, I don't know, just don't be sad all the time. Be optimistic, I guess. Like, for me, I'm very optimistic about, what am I optimistic about? I guess, let's see. Oh, I don't know what I'm optimistic about. Well, I don't have anything. That's sad. Kenzie, I have to get a life. Man. Whatever. Anywho. Have you guys ever watched Charmed before? Oh my god. I'm not talking about, like, the original Charm. I'm talking about the reboot Charm. The reboot Charm, it's not bad, but you guys should go watch it. Because that... I wish they would stop making the storyline about one person in particular and focus on the bigger picture. See, there's so many things that you could do with a storyline that's already written for you. And when you make a reboot, what you probably should want to do is somewhat keep the same storyline, but like try to expand it a bit more and try to like focus on the main points. Like, of course, obviously, each episode there's going to be growing tension, growing suspension, growing drama, as always. But when the next season comes along, you need to show some kind of improvement, some kind of growth, some kind of unity or something. If they're sisters and they don't have any kind of unity, then each episode, it should show once 3 steps forward, and then the next episode, like 3 steps backwards or something. And then just like keep it like that throughout the season. And then when the next season comes along, you need to show some kind of unity or something. See, if I was like a screen director or something, I would keep the tension going, because I would always leave you guys off at a cliffhanger, to be honest. Like, when I watch something, I want to be like on the edge of my seat, and I want to be prepared, and I want to have a smile on my face, and I want to be like, I'm ready. I don't have anything that I watch that actually keeps me wanting to watching it all night long. All night. No, I don't have anything on TV that I would watch like that. My view on life as I'm almost 16. It's almost been a year. I'm so excited. My view on life would be, I don't know how my view on life would be. I mean, every day I come up with something new, or I say like a new saying I have in my head for a day or something. But to be honest, my view on life is more than likely, it's a 50-50. You can't expect much on certain situations, but certain situations you have to actually keep your expectations low because of certain situations, I guess. I don't know. And that makes sense. I hope you guys take something out of that. But like, it makes sense. You have to be realistic at times, and then at times you have to be optimistic. Realistic and optimistic doesn't really go together that well, and does not very mix very that well. But you have to be both. I think I'm both. I'm probably not. I think I am though. Hey, they might tell you. See, my mom might tell you otherwise, but I really am both. I can be a Debbie Downer. I'm sure we all can. We all have our moments. Yes, we do. But sometimes you just have to be optimistic. And you just have to focus on the bigger things and the bigger picture. And know that in the end, it will pay off. You just have to be patient. Patience doesn't mean like 20, 30 years. Yeah, it's been 20, 30 years. Yeah. But if there's a plan coming, and you have to always look at the bigger picture. Just stay positive. Don't be negative. I know it's going to be I know it's going to be a sad Valentine's Day, because some people, I feel so bad for you. My heart goes out to you guys. I don't have a Valentine's, obviously. I'm 15. Well, 16. I call myself 16 now. I'm 6 months away. I'm so excited. Anyway, hopefully I'll be back in school when I'm 16. Probably not. School's not going to start then. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, yes. I'm going to tell you guys a story. We got time. Well, you got time. You're probably sitting down doing nothing. This is a long video anyway. Anywho, sit back and relax. Go get your popcorn or something. Kenzie's about to tell you a story. So, I was in a car today, and I was passing by this man. I'm going to call him Eric. I don't know his name for real, but I'm going to call him Eric. Because, do you know what he was doing? Like, I was sitting right here on the side. I didn't notice it before. But then I turned my head, and then this man is like legit, like, it's like his fist is in his mouth. And it's like, I don't know if he's trying to choke himself, or get something out of it. I'm trying to come up with a reasonable story for his action, because it's like he's really, like, his whole fist is in his mouth. I don't know what he's doing, but I feel like he was trying to, I don't want to say it, but like, was he trying to, like, hurt himself or something? I mean, the only person that I've seen put their fist on their mouth is like cartoon people's, and their fist can come back right out their mouth and they can't hurt themselves. But I was getting kind of scared because it's like his whole fist was down his mouth. Like, Was he trying to take out his tongue or something? Because that's what it looked like. And then, like, we saw the flowers on the side of his car, so I'm like, I hope he's gonna make it home, because he can't make it home. He's like, his whole fist is down his mouth. I don't know, I've never seen something like that before in my life. Like, normally when I see people pick their teeth, they take 2 fingers, not their whole fist. No, sir. But anywho, that was shocking. And then he finally took his fist out of his mouth, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell the story. I let out a sigh of relief, because I was like, phew. But then, I thought he was done. He wasn't done. It put his fist back down his mouth. That was like the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Like, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. Like, have you guys seen the Dr. Pimple Popper? Like, that pimple is like the size of my head, and it jiggles. Like, imagine having like a pimple that big. Like, and when it pops, I get, ugh. I don't know how do you pop pimples? I've never popped a pimple ever. Not on me, not on anybody else, nothing. I've never popped a pimple ever in my life. But I have seen people with pimples and stuff. Like, if you guys ever watch like the cartoon Evil Queen, like, I've seen people that look like that actually in real life. Well, not except for like the greenish looking skin, but I've seen people that look like that in real life. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, I do have something to say. So my teacher has informed me about this teacher union that's going on in Tallahassee, about the political people and the teachers. They feel like teachers have too much power. Honestly, I feel like teachers don't have enough power sometimes, because, yeah, but then certain situations I'm like, maybe they have enough as it is. I'm not really sure about this, because they're a teacher. I mean, they already don't get paid much. Can you just like leave the people alone? Like, I don't know if anybody else is a teacher out there, but like, if you're a teacher, thank you very much. But like, I don't know, just leave the people alone. Like, I feel like if you, I feel like it's picking in a way. Like, picking in a way. I don't know, man. Teachers already don't make that much money, so like, why are you gonna like, it's not like they already have like a lot of power. Like, they have good benefits under that. One teacher I've known, she's been a teacher for like 50 years now. I mean, well, I remember in 8th grade, this one teacher, no, not this one teacher. I'm not gonna say her name, because, yeah, we're not gonna do that. And I know people like to call her name, so I'm not gonna say her name anyway. But I remember she was like a teacher for like 70 years, and she just retired, actually. So, I hope you are doing well, miss. And people need to stop picking on you. Even though they're kind of right. But, another thing I wanted to talk about, actually, is I understand that we are going to fight for our rights. And I said this in the last video. I'm going to say this again. But fighting for your rights doesn't mean you do something to retaliate. It's kind of really, like, people, so I'm gonna give you, like, the situations I would say would be like, maybe you doing something to initiate them, and then you just recorded what they do. And then you would go around and start saying stuff like, oh, they did this, oh, they did that. I don't know how to say it right, but retaliating is not a very good thing. Please do not initiate any type of violence, because, no, not very good, peoples. Not very good at all. And what else did I have to say? I hope you guys are doing well. I really do. Because this is a very tough time. Oh, another thing I want to talk about. So, I don't know about these stimulus checks, but I know they're probably coming. Some of them aren't. Some of them really aren't coming to certain states. Certain states, they're taking, I think, I'm not sure. But some states, some money isn't going to get to all the people because they take some of that money and they use it to pay for the National Guard troops they have to have at their capitals, at state capitals. It might not be that much because state government is suffering very, very badly. I know in places like California, they're kind of in a conflict because they have to be open. California, a lot of people are going out of business. Like everything is skyrocketing in California. The COVID cases and the business, the out of business is skyrocketing. And it's kind of a conflict because they have to close. They have so many people. And like a lot of places, they draw in a lot of attention. So you have to shut down. But then, you also have to keep them open because small businesses. In California, like there are literally so many streets with so many small businesses lined up. It's not even funny. But like those people, they're out of business and they need money. So obviously they're going to open up, and especially today's Valentine's Day. So people, they're going to be open. They're going to take out as much space as they can. They might lower down some of the restrictions because they haven't been open in a very, very long time. So I hope you guys took something educational out of this video. Oh, I have something else to say, guys, too. So, I don't learn how to do makeup, and I hold on. How do I say this? I taught Jerry some makeup. I don't know if you guys know who Jerry is. Jerry is like 5 feet. Her name's actually Michaela, but her name is really Jerry for right now. I taught Jerry how to do makeup. I was so shocked. Like, one thing I learned about when people do makeup, I feel like I do this too, but like I didn't realize how it really looked to other people. That's why when I saw Jerry do her makeup, I kind of realized that's how I look when I do it. Like, do you realize like sometimes when someone else does something that you've been doing that you think is so normal, you don't realize how it might look to other people. But I felt like I got like a reality check of that. When Jerry started doing her face and like I see her like beating her face, I feel like, wow, I really do that a lot. I didn't realize it was like that. Like, I didn't realize that part. But I taught Jerry how to do makeup. I was so accomplished. And I ordered something from Amazon Prime. Now, when they say something's supposed to be delivered to you on Valentine's Day, you're supposed to get it on Valentine's Day. So tell me, why did I order 65 colors of eyeshadow and I don't have it? That's supposed to be on Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. Where is my color? So now I have to wait another 24 hours. I understand you're backed up and everything, but don't promise something that's not going to happen. Because I was really waiting all day for this. I really was. Like, I legit stayed and I was on my feet all day waiting for this to come. Because I thought it was going to come. I was waiting. I was prepared. I washed out all my brushes literally the night before. Literally. And I was waiting. I was prepared. I had everything clean. And then it didn't come. Isn't that crazy? And like, I threw away all my old stuff so I could get the new stuff. Does that make sense to you? No, it doesn't make sense to me. Whatever, peoples. So, I learned that I have a tendency to look like a bleached Michael Jackson. So, I don't really know how to match my face to my skin tone. And that's kind of really bad because like, I tend to look so bleach. I wonder how bleaching your skin would be like. If you guys ever bleached your skin before, you should tell me because like I want to know what it's like. Do you just look the same? Wait, no. Obviously you don't look the same, obviously. But like, how does it look? Someone should tell me because I want to know. I want to know so bad for some odd reason because honestly, I'm never gonna bleach my skin. I don't know what people, but I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm crazy, but I'm not like that level type crazy because I like my skin. I don't know about you people, but I like my skin. And I like being black, so I want to stay black. Black is what's in. In with the new, out with the old. So, bye-bye. Whatevers. But, I guess that's you getting to know me, I guess. You're like, I think that's it. I think that's it. So, make sure you like, you subscribe, and you share this with your friends. And remember what I said. Don't do anything crazy. It's Valentine's Day, so stay away from people. And that's it. Goodbye.